Welcome to the channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to talk about Avengers issue 178. And it's a really weird standalone issue that it's written by Steve Gerber. The story revolves around Beast and it's totally insular. Like it has nothing to do with the issues prior or after it. So without further ado, let's get into this. And the story starts off, we have Beast. He's at this party. He's having a ball. He has this run-in with this guy that seems to really hate mutants, and he just can't stand to see him there. So Hank McCoy actually gets attacked by this guy. They have a brief little scuffle. He leaves the party. While going back to the Avengers mansion, Beast encounters this really weird apparition, and it tells Hank, look, I'll remove all that weight and anger that you have on your shoulders. I will consume all your grief. So the whole situation is pretty weird, and I actually went into the Marvel Wiki to see who this character was, and it establishes that it's just called the apparition, and that's it, and it never appeared after this. That it's very similar to another character that Steve Gerber had created called Elf with a Gun that popped up in the Defender series. So what happens is that Beast returns to the Avengers mansion, and we sort of get to see how Beast's life is there. You get to see him interact with his teammates, and then the story cuts to the next day that he's with his girlfriend, or the lady that he was seeing at the time, because the thing is that Beast was a ladies' man. Like the blue furred version of Beast was a hit with the ladies. Like they always were like accosting him. And what happens is his girlfriend tells him, look, I need you to get back this artifact that was stolen from my family. Beast happily obliges. Then the story cuts to this villain who is very obviously a villain when you see him, and he's called the Manipulator. I also had to look this guy up because I had no idea who he was, and he has like this really weird design. He has like a face on the back of his head. So what we discover is that the Manipulator was the one behind what Beast had done to go after this artifact. He brings it back to him, and the villain intends to sell this to the highest bidder. So he's like having this auction with a bunch of gangsters. And the thing is that when Beast realizes the situation, he tries to rebel, but the Manipulator is able to totally control him. The artifact itself also messed with Beast's mind. So the thing is, he's sort of going crazy. And what happens is, out of nowhere, two random FBI agents do a sting on this whole operation. The Manipulator makes a run for it, and he makes everyone dance for some reason. So Beast reawakens. He sees this whole situation with all these dudes just dancing in this room. So we have Hank totally dumbfounded, not understanding what's going on. He decides just to bail out and go back to the Avengers mansion. And then at the end of the story, we have the two FBI agents, Mr. Marsden and Mr. Stern. They encounter the same apparition that Beast had earlier in the story. And that's how the standalone issue ends. Like it's fascinating. It's obviously a filler issue, and it's self-contained. By no means with its tone and what it's going for. It doesn't feel like an Avengers story at all. And there's nothing wrong with that if it's just a standalone issue. It's a cool little experiment that we had there. So I'm going to leave this video here. Hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.